All right, everybody. Y'all already know football season is slowly creeping up, and we are about to be all the way live up in this camp. What's going on, man? It's your boy Duke, man. You know what I mean? Up here with my man Meechy. What's good, Meech?
Going
You
on,
just go
man?
ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man. Going to introduce yourself to the people?
It feels good to be back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Can
good.
you hear? Hey, I'll meet you, man. One half for the Regal Eagle podcast. You know what I mean? Hey, we've been gone for a long time. We got a lot of good stuff coming up for y'all, man. We've been talking. We
Oh yeah.
missed y'all. We missed talking, clowning, fooling, spitting fat knowledge.
Oh yeah.
We here. We back. We ready to do it. I'm excited, babe. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Lord, oh my God, the off season, man. Off season is a thing, man, for people. It's like, golly, like, come on. If we could just get it together, like, look, bottom line is we already know last year's season is going to haunt us for at least the next 6 to 7 years, possibly 10.
Oh
No
yeah,
matter what, no
yeah,
matter how you look at it, no matter how you want to peel that onion, we gonna cry. Why?
yeah.
Because they always gonna go back. I don't care if we're 12-0. All they're gonna say is, well, the Eagles was 10-0 going into week whatever. Who knows? It
Yeah.
might happen again. This, that, and the third. So outside of that, the only way you're gonna fix this, fellas, Sirianni, if you're listening, the only way you're gonna fix it, you got to take us there and you got to win it. That's the
You
only
gotta
way.
win, baby, win.
Got to
What
win it.
Al Davis say?
Yeah. What do you say? What do you say?
Win, baby, win.
Hey, if you want to win, put Booby in, man. If you want to win, put Booby in. There's no joke. And we already know who Booby is for us. That old Saquon. All right, that old
We
Saquon.
ready
Mitch,
for
hey, did you watch the Giants Hard Knocks?
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
Ah man.
I don't I
So
don't I
look,
don't I don't watch shit I don't care about.
no. There was a part where they were talking about the whole Saquon Barkley trade, right? And they were
Yeah,
saying how
yeah.
so the owner or I'm sorry, the CEO of Player whatever whoever it was,
Yep.
he came, he looked at the GM and he told everybody in the room, he said, "I'm gonna be sick if Saquon goes to Philly." Well,
Yeah.
guess what? Throw up, old man, because that's where he is. Throw up. That's right. We don't care. No one likes us. We don't care. It's simple as that. Man,
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
But
Them
other than that,
Giants
man,
fans, man. The Giants fans, they mad, man. I saw a list. They said the top five worst draft picks or picks, you know what I mean, picks for the Giants. Daniel Jones was number one and Saquon was number two. I said,
worst.
yeah, yeah.
Worst?
You know, them jokers, they mad, man. Them jokers are mad. They burning jerseys, you know what I mean, getting divorces, everything, man. They are mad.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, but look, so this is what we're gonna do, man. We gotta there's some things we gotta address, some things we gotta get into. We gotta address one, we gotta address this whole Jalen Hurts thing, right? We gotta address that. It's a couple of things we gotta address when it comes to Jalen Hurts. One, this whole controversy between him and Nick Sirianni. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about him breaking the preseason record. I don't care what y'all say, it's a record. A
Yeah.
record is a record is a record. And if it's preseason, well, guess what? I don't care. It's preseason. Why? Because I'm rocking with my team. So guess we're gonna talk about that. Then we gotta talk about, our big three. Who's tell me the three. Okay, we gotta talk about that. Who's that third wide receiver? We gotta talk
Yeah.
about that. And Meech, another one on deck. Will Ringo be a bingo? Is he going to
I
prepare
like it. I
himself?
like it.
Is he going to prepare himself and do what he's got to do this season? Okay. Then we got to talk about breaking news. Breaking news. For those who don't know, Kelsey was offered a coaching job. And what was a coaching job? What else? What else was it? It was a coaching job or something else.
Yeah, yeah, the coaching and scout, talent scout.
Talent scout. Okay, so we got to talk about that. Okay, then we got to talk about that. Missy, this is one you don't know about. This is but set up your secondary. Well, what
Okay.
we got and what you've seen as far as preseason, training camps, things like that, last year's production. I want you to be able to set up your secondary from.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say the line. I'm just gonna say from linebackers back, linebackers, corners, and safeties. Who you gonna have? And then Devin White's reasoning for coming to Philly. Did you see his take when he had a sit down with one of the interviewers?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, all right. So we'll get that to that in a minute. All right. So first up on the docket, we got here. What skill position are you focusing on this Friday against the Ravens? And I say that because guess what? We all know it's preseason. Okay, we all know a lot of the starters probably aren't going to get any reps. Although Fangio really wants them to, it's a toss up right now between what Fangio wants and what Nick wants because Fangio was saying, that Nick that really may not want to start him, but Fangio saying, oh, it's good that they play at least one or two, maybe three, maybe even a series, just to get the feet wet because you don't want the first game to be a full blown full contact game. So, what skill position, Michi, would you consider to be important and which one are you gonna be watching this Friday against the Ravens?
Hey, so it's hard to narrow it down to one. I will have to say that I'm a big fan of Fangiano. That's why they brought him in there for emergency position. I mean,
Mhm,
emergency coaching position. They brought him in here to right the ship. So I'm definitely a fan of his. He's been around a long time. Everybody remembers, the Super Bowl run that we had.
mhm,
We brought him in that season for a reason. We brought him in, during the playoff run for his expertise and whatnot. So the guy knows what he's talking about, and common sense should tell you that they need a couple reps. I'm not saying play them a whole half or nothing like that, but they need a couple reps, like you just said, to get their feet wet. As
yeah.
far as the skill position, one position, it's hard to narrow it down,
You
man.
gotta narrow it. I gotta pick one. You gotta pick
We
one.
gotta we gotta narrow it down. I'm going to say the linebacker position, man.
Boy,
Because they
I
they
swear
they
to
they
God.
they will miss they're the ones who were missing a lot of tackles, open field tackles that led to a lot of yards. One of the games that stung us real bad was the Cowboys and CD. Great player. He was able to catch balls at free will across the middle. They exploited our middle. So if I have to pick one and leave it at that, it's the linebackers.
Okay, all right. Hey, it's crazy because you said it earlier when we were on the phone earlier, man. Like we think so much like it's crazy. But I was like, for me, skill position wise, focusing on the linebackers is a priority. I want to see what Bond and I want to see what White, I want to see what they got. That's why
Mhm.
I feel like it's important for us to play them at least in the preseason just to see
Right.
what they got. You know what I'm saying? See if they're bringing that tenacity. And granted, it's only preseason, but at the same time, you gotta get your feet wet out there, man. You gotta get some real time reps. The viewers, the fans, not saying that they should do it for the fans, but the viewers and the fans, we need to see and we need some reassurance from last year because people can say, "Oh, well, that was last year." Okay, well, guess what? When things happen like that and it's a
Yeah.
reoccurring event, you have to look at things that happened last year. So
Oh
you
yeah.
have to prevent these things. So yeah, linebackers is definitely is definitely a cornerstone for me. However, I'm going to be looking at this safety position.
Okay.
And I say the safety position because well, we got Blankenship back there.
Hmm.
Is Sidney Brown going to be ready? By
Hmm.
week two. We got to kind of know that because if he's not, then we got to pull in some depth. We
Yeah.
we got to go to the depth chart. So and then from what I'm hearing, CJC I guess he messed up on practice or got hurt during practice and was out or whatever for 1 or 2 days. And
Yeah.
Bradbury of all people, Trashberry, he was out there getting first team reps for what reason we don't even know. We
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
why the man's still on the damn team.
I
But
don't know.
anyway, that's a whole nother story. So me personally, I'm going to be looking at linebackers and safeties. I'm not too concerned about the corners, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, it's gonna be definitely linebackers and safeties for sure.
Well, since you got a second one in there, I'm gonna my second one, man, and I kind of feel that this one has a little bit more importance to it. I won't say importance, because of the people that it affects, and I'm gonna say the O line, because what I mean, Jason, being gone, so we got the new guy in there, him getting the pass reps, him being able to, to see the defense that's going on and call it out to Jalen to be able to help him with his play calling, audibles if he need to. And most of all, are they going to create those holes that Tree Trunk say C front leg Saquon Barkley is going to need to run through to make those plays up the middle of the field and get those yards that we need. So that's my number two position that I'm focusing on is the O line.
Okay. All right. I'm with it. I mean, the O line is definitely there's one that we're gonna look at, but for just like for the sake of just pinpointing them, for me, yes, the definitely the O line is gonna be because just like you said earlier, you know, um, Kelsey being out, that's a big one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really looking at, is this replacement gonna really be doing this thing? Is the O line, are they gonna be opening up those run lanes like they should for Saquon and things like that? So, in the mishaps, are they gonna correct them, quickly? Things like that, because we already know that, once you start running and you start playing the game, it's your first set of real downs per se, and the coaches are looking at what you got and who's playing who and who's going to be where and things like that. So I feel like the O line is definitely something that we need to focus on when it comes to the O line too. So especially with the skill, with the position player, should I say? All right, so going along with that though, with the O line, so we're gonna bring this one up, all right? We're gonna move a little bit out of order, but it's okay. So only because we're speaking of offensive line right now.
Okay. Okay.
Kelsey, you and I, we talked about this earlier, but you know, Kelsey as a coach, as a scout, which way, if he chooses to go, which way which way would he be better? Would he be a better scout? Would he be a better coach? And I say that because when it came to his replacement, Kelsey handpicked that dude.
Oh yeah.
Handpicked. So if this dude goes off as far as his replacement, to me, that's a good pick, Kelsey. What else you got? Who else
Yeah.
can on that side of the ball?
Yeah.
This first. So as far as a coach or a scout, which way do you think he flourish on what side, coach or scout?
I'm gonna have to say, man, I'm gonna have to say a coach, uh, because coaches are able to get those people to work together. Same thing that he was doing on the line. They're able to get those people to work together, depending upon the talents and all this. Because as a scout, he's not gonna have, you know, all saying control over everything that's going on. But as the coach, you're gonna have to manage the talents, just like I won't say Nick Sirianni and whatnot, but I mean some coaches you get what's given to you and you have to make the best of it. So I think that he has that dog in him to be able to do that with them. Now I feel that he's a great um talent scout, what I mean, with that pick, but we're still waiting on the success of that guy to see, what it is. And I kind of think that's unfair because, if the guy just has a bad season or he's not getting it on, that don't mean, Jason is a bad scout. It just probably means that guy hasn't fully adapted to the NFL life. So I think that he'll be a better coach because of, all of his playing, all of the credentials that he has, and the focus that he had while he was on the line, the leader of that line, to do that. So I think his coaching is there.
Okay, all right. That's safe to say. That's a good take. I respect it. 100%. Now, is for me, as far as a coach or a scout, I'm gonna I hate to say, I'm a straddle the fence on this one, and I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say he would be a good coach. I would say that an advisor,
Mm-hmm.
he'd be a better advisor, and the reason
Then
why
a
I say a
coach.
better advisor, yeah, than a coach. The reason why I say
Okay.
that is because as an advisor, you're recommending things to the coaches, and you're doing that based off of what you see. So if Kelsey can sit back and look at the game as it's being played, seeing who could potentially be getting beat, who's stronger on what area, he can say, "Hey, so and so Malad is doing better. He's a better right side guard, his left side guard, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anything." And say, you know what, on against them, put him over here, and then run it like that because this person is better at blocking so and so than he would be. So, but and things like that, some coaches may not get. I'm not saying he should go in there and say, no, you need to do this, because if that's the case, you might as well be the coach. But
Yeah.
looking at other team schemes and looking at what he has got going on and how he would do things, I would say a better advisor slash recommender to the O line coach would be a better fit for him, and not an actual coach.
I have to. We have. Oh, what time is it?
No,
What day of time? We got our
oh
first
hey,
disagreement.
hey. 718 and 718 and 718 August 7th. We got one time we disagree.
Yeah, because I think as the coach, he'll be able to do that. He has, all that flexibility of everything that you're saying as an advisor. You know what I mean? He has the hours to put in, for the tape and whatnot. He can do everything as an advisor role, all wrapped up into one as the coach. You know what I mean? I think because if he has that natural talent to be able to do that week to week for all the years he's been doing it, mind you, I mean, this guy, he never allowed a sack. So obviously he's very skilled in his position. His whole career behind on that line, he never allowed a sack. So he's very skilled at what he's doing. I believe that he can, harness that talent that he has and push it out to the other guys that are on there. So the advisor in him is already going to be that's whether you're a scout or whatever, that's just there. But the coach is actually being able to implement it. I think that if he's advising too much, and the coach isn't, taking, because the coach doesn't have to take everything he says. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
if he doesn't do that, and the O line is starting to mess up a little bit, and Jason having the knowledge and all of this stuff, I think he will be, bite his nails trying to get in there and do it. So I don't think he'll be able to last too long as an advisor before, what I mean, he's trying to take over.
Okay, so I had a take, right, my man. Shout out to Dan the man. Shout out to Dan. So I asked him that same question, and this is his response. He says, "I personally think he." Now, mind you, before we get going, Dan is a Rams fan, so he's not biased to
Yeah.
our team. He's not biased to any other team. So he says, "I personally think he's enjoying the swift attention, and sometimes you can do something because you think you have power. No different than when your security guard engages with the players on the field. I don't think your coach has the respect of certain players and coaches, and he might not be able to reel back, reel folks back to where they need to be. I think this is the case for Kelsey. He may think he's above the coach, above your security, and and he might say or do something stupid, biting at the nails. That's just how I see him. Now put him back on your O line, and we got something."
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I mean, go ahead.
Because mind you, man, I think that I can't remember if you got this in one of the things or whatnot. Now, you do, and I'll say that for that one. But when you talk about Jalen and whatnot, but I just think that everything that's being said, I think that he will be ready to coach, or at least try it out in some capacity. You know what I mean? To be able to implement
And
everything he's got going on. Standing on the sideline, that sucks.
but
Those are
like
for
you
people.
said, but like you said though, all players don't make good coaches.
That's true. All players don't make good coordinators. All coordinators don't make good coaches. You know what I mean?
Right.
I said that, but I just think that I feel that, and we don't know. I'm just going off of likability and all of that stuff. Like you said, to
Right.
be able to, I think that the Eagles, and it's crazy to say because I mean they had a very successful season. Although they imploded, I mean on a line of success, they're on the better half of success as far as their
Absolutely.
season. You know what I mean? Why don't want any shit from anybody else? But
Me neither.
so it's crazy to say this, but I think that the Eagles are in this period right now to where the success that they had, and then you factor in the end of last season. I think that this season right here is, especially the first 5 or 6 games, is going to be the telltale of the direction they're going to take at the end of the next season.
Yeah.
So they have to be fast and furious with everything, and making that work. So
All right. So, question: Super Bowl window. When does it end? Because we're in it. We're in it. We're definitely in it.
yeah,
When do you feel as though, because every team does it, no matter how you look at it, you're gonna fall out of that window eventually. How many
yeah.
years do you think we have until we fall out of it?
Well, considering the extensions that we have, I'm going to say at least the next 3 years. And that's factoring in all of the, the extensions, your wide receivers and all of that type of stuff, your Saquon's contract, Jalen Hurts contract and all of that stuff. After that 3 years, now you're going to, face so many, contract negotiations and all of this type of stuff. And people going to be able to come in come out and all that. So I say within the next 3 years, if we don't hit it,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I initially I said two, but looking at it, yeah, you're right, probably three, because that last year is going to be one of the trying moments, and I say trying moments because everyone's going to be working, trying to find that deal. Hopefully, we don't have any holdouts like another team
yeah,
in our division. Thank God. Hey, y'all keep doing your due diligence for everybody. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, so yeah, it's just like you said, 2 years, 3 years. I think after that, it'll be one of the yeah. We got to
yeah,
get it
five,
together.
six years,
Straighten
five,
out.
6 year, yeah,
Yeah.
5, 6 year slump.
Okay. All right. So moving along, moving along. So now we got what? We got all right, Ringo. Will Ringo be a bingo? All right, I'm gonna take this one first. So
Okay.
no, we got no sources say, Keeler Ringo, he comes in, the man's physically he's dominating, mentally he's making better plays. He's been working out with getting first team reps. He's been going alongside Slay, this, that, and the third. So me personally, will Ringo be a bingo? The only way that man's gonna be a bingo, his first 4 games have to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And when I say phenomenal, like you need at least 2 picks within the first 4 games if they're gonna throw on your side, because they're gonna test you.
Yeah.
They're gonna test you because why? You're a first year starter.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna come at you. But
Oh yeah.
if you can break up passes, get at least 2 picks within, I would say 5 games. 2 picks within the first 5 games, then you'll be solidified. But
Yeah.
if you mess up anywhere in between that, and you let one of these new rookies come in and take your spot, you're done.
Yeah.
I.e., N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah.
No faith in that dude at all. I've been
None.
saying it since last year.
None.
I have
None.
no faith in N'Kobe Dean.
None.
So will
None.
Ringo be a bingo? The only way he's gonna be in big, he's gotta perform the first 5 games.
Oh yeah.
I mean perform.
Yeah. Yeah, and man, the NFL is a monster, man. You could play high school, you could be the man on your high school team, you could be the man in the city. You know
I
what I
was a
mean? But
man in
once
flag football.
I was a man in flag football, man. But when you get to college, now it's a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? It's a higher accumulation of talent on a single team. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then once you get to the NFL, man, I mean it's absurd the amount of talent. So the shittiest player in the NFL, I mean, they were stars. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They were stars in their own right. They didn't just make it to the NFL on a team. It's only a handful of people out of every draft that's getting drafted. You know what I mean? So they were stars where they came from. So the reason I say all that long stuff is to say I think that there's high expectations for him. I just don't want to put a 4 or 5 game limit on him. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it takes them a little bit longer to develop in a scheme. You know what I mean? They got to get used to different things and this, the reps and the pressure got to be put on those big name games and stuff like that. So, some of the stars are getting, 2 to 3, they getting 2 to 3 interceptions a year. And those are considered the stars. You know what I mean? So I would say one good pick, you know what I mean, and holding it down so they limit throws to your side. I think that's going to equal success as well. You know what I mean? If they're not just launching it to your side, playing with you like a play toy, that equals success as well. That's like Revis Island and all that stuff. They'd be like, oh, he didn't get all these interceptions, yeah, because they never threw the ball to him. They never threw the
Right. It
ball to
wasn't that
Chet
stupid.
Bailey. They weren't dumb. So, if he gets a little bit of that, that's that commanded, respect throughout the league that he'll get within the division, and then they'll go through there.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that works because you're right. If he's shutting down his side and he's not getting a lot of yards put on him like Brad Ray was all
Yeah,
season last year, if he's
right.
doing that, then okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah,
I still think he needs to go off and get at least one or two.
yeah,
Even but
yeah,
like you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
even if he gets one, even if he gets one good one like at a perfect time,
Oh yeah,
then he'll be like it's third and 8 at their 30. I'm sorry, at our 30 or something like that. He
yeah,
gets a pick and runs it back and takes it down to the 20. Okay, cool. Yeah, yin
yeah.
ring yin. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna call him a bing. I ain't gonna stand. I ain't gonna hit that dot. I ain't gonna hit the thing and say bingo yet because that's
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
money. But that's bad
yeah,
money. But I'll tell you right now, he better produce because hey, we ain't waste this draft pick on you for nothing, but hold on.
Oh yeah, because cornerback. They're not necessarily like wide receivers and running backs to where positive yards equals their efficiency. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
they have to factor in deflected passes and tackles and all of that coming up and recognizing whatever plays and coming up and stopping that as well. So that's going
Yeah,
to help
break up.
them. Yeah, breaking all of that stuff factors into those skill positions to be able to say if he's a success or not. And I think it'll take maybe a little bit more than 4 or 5 games to be able to determine that.
No love.
You
5
say he's
games,
out
my
of there.
guy. 5 games. You ain't. Hey, look, man. We only got what 18 games. Hey, we. No, we need 5 games. Get him out of there. And you know how we do, man. Man, we don't play no games. Hey, if you ain't doing your job, bro, you sit down and get that fuck up out of here. We ain't got time for you. You know what I'm saying? Sit down. Hey, go over there. Go to the stoop and watch us play. We ain't got no time for this. Hey, and speaking of got time to play for us. Hey, Devin White. Hey, your reasoning for coming to Philly was to win the Super Bowl. Bet. Now, sources say this man took less money to come here, and he took less money because of the culture, the environment, and the will, knowing that he has a real shot at winning a Super Bowl. Those are his reasons for coming here. He said, he said, think about it. Um, Devontae Smith. He said Devontae Smith got his bag, and he
Yeah,
didn't even get selected All Pro.
yeah,
He said he's getting his bag. He said
yeah,
how he makes it happen, and I
yeah,
feel like at this point, if he's not coming for the culture and to win the Super Bowl, he's coming because he knows he's going to get paid. But he
yeah.
said he knows he has to resurrect his career. He knows that. He said he had to do it twice. Cool. Since you have to resurrect it with us. Do your thing. I think he's on what, a 2-year contract. I think
Yep,
1 or 2.
yep.
2 year is 2.
2 year.
Okay, so do it this year. Win the big thing. Ball out again next year, and we might think about giving you the bag because there's going to be some people that we're going to let go on the squad start next year. That's bottom line. But that
Yeah.
goes back to the whole open window thing. I'm saying if you can stick around, man, and when it's one, when it's maybe 2, within the next 4 or 5, then yeah, you get the bag. You get the bag a little early too. You know
Oh
how
yeah.
we do. How
Yeah.
he restructured them bad boys.
Yeah, they
So
restructured that at the end of the first year. End of this year, if he does great, like what I mean, like he's thinking, they can restructure that, play with that money like
yeah.
they wanted to.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Devin White's reason for coming to Philly was to win a Super Bowl. I like that. I like that in him. I like the fact that he took less money. It helps us. In the
Yeah.
long run. I mean, if he wants to resurrect his career, but then again, Philly, we're a city of taking chances on people. So
Yeah.
that's what we've done that in the past. We did it with Michael Vick. We did it with Riley Cooper. What's that boy name that want to
Yeah.
drop in bombs all over the place. We did
Yeah.
it with him, even though we let him go, but still, So we give people chances. So if he's right and he's doing the right thing, he'll get the bag. If not, fuck out of here. You gotta go.
You're out of here. Sit his
All
ass
right.
down.
All right. So being is that we're talking about getting out of here. Okay, look. Big three. Big three. I'm gonna let you take this one first. The big three.
Man, it's
We got
hard, man. It's
wide
hard. I
receiver
still need it.
1, wide receiver 2, and wide receiver number 3.
Yeah.
Who's it
So
gonna be?
so we got AJ obviously.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be one. Same thing. 1 and 2 is same guy from last year. I mean, what's his name? Smith. Uh,
Big
he's
Smitty.
2. Big Smith. He's 2. And I think I need to see at least 1 or 2. Preseason games to be able to solidify my answers for that third slot, man. Because they all doing their thing. I'm in camp and stuff like that, and that's thanks to Jalen being able to get them to him. I just need a couple more weeks to tell me the third one, man. Because I got so much hope.
So did that Cooper dude that we got from the Patriots, did he retire? He retired, right? Or no?
Cooper.
It was his name. Somebody named Cooper we got from the Patriots.
I don't remember.
We picked up somebody from the Patriots. I think it was somewhere receiver from the
No,
Patriots.
we did. I thought that he left though. I thought
Yeah,
that.
did he retire?
Yeah.
I think he retired, something like that, right?
Yeah. He's not there anymore.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I just think it'll cut a couple weeks, man.
Hey, put Saquon out there. He can catch the ball too. Put him out there as a slot. Saquon to do it for us. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
Saquon. We paying all
Come
this
on,
money. We
man.
paying you quarterback money, brother. We need more
Yeah,
outcomes.
yeah, man. Hey, I'm ready for. I'm getting hyped. But that's why I say that O line, man. That O line is
Yeah.
gonna be is key. That O line is key because defense can do all you want to, but you can't win with 0-0, baby. You
Yeah,
can't win.
yeah, yeah.
You can't win with no points on the board. So I
That's
need
right.
that O line to come through and do what they're doing, so Saquon can find them holes and hit and show him what he could have did in New York.
That's
That's
right.
that's what I need.
That's what we talk about.
That's what I need to happen.
Hey, and for those 5,000 viewers out there, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Hey, we want to see some comments, man. We want to see what y'all got to say too. Don't just sit back and listen to us. If you got something you got to say, put it in the comments so we can speak on it. All right. So look, all right. So I need you to build your secondary. I need you to build it. Corner, who you got on the corners? Who you got for linebackers? Who you got for safety?
Ah, man, what's up?
We,
What's the old boy that transferred in there?
who?
Linebacker, man. What's his name?
Bond? Zach Bond?
Yeah, him. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to put it in there, man. I'm trying to. Ah, Bradbury ain't on the squad. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's a definite. I don't know everything, but I know that.
Bradbury ain't out there. You watching everybody
Uh,
play.
here we go. Here we go. You shouldn't have opened it up because here come Blunt talking about some having this
Here come
team been
oh
hyped.
hell, here we go. Wait,
Man,
wait.
we
First
don't
of all,
want
what
to
do you
hear
say?
this, man.
Hasn't this team been hyped like this?
Come on, man. Here we go.
This guy is a Green Bay fan. He from Texas. Come on, he ain't even from Texas. He claims Texas. This man's from North Carolina. Shouldn't you be rooting for young Bryce Young? Shouldn't you be rooting for him? Come on, Carolina. Come on, JD.
Yeah. Man, I haven't heard from him in a long time, man.
Who, JD? Yeah.
No. Blunt.
Yeah, JD. We call. I don't know. I don't. To this day, I don't know how we got the nickname JD because neither of his initials are JD, but we call him
I
JD.
know. That's all I don't forget. That's what.
Yeah, I don't know how he got it. We just call him JD. I don't know. He don't even DJ. So
Yeah.
I don't know how he got JD. I don't get it. All
Oh
right, so what we
man.
got? What we got? You secondary.
We got.
All right, so I'm all right. So here we go. I'm gonna do for corners, I'm gonna do Slay and I'm gonna do
Okay.
Ringo. Slay and Ringo for the corners right now. Only because we already know Slay's he's number one. He's gonna the number one corner.
Yeah,
Ringo's
yeah,
number two corner because of his play
yeah,
from last year and in practice.
yeah,
The linebackers. We got linebackers, we're gonna have Bond as a linebacker,
yeah.
and we will no, you know what? Wait. Okay, Devin White and Bond as linebackers. Um
What up, Rod?
safety. Safety will be CJC,
Uh huh.
and then if we really getting funky, we might want to put uh Mitchell as a the
Okay.
third the nickel corner. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So to me, that's a good setup. Now the only my only back and forth is this linebacker thing because I want to from what I'm hearing Zach Bond what's up Rod? I'm hearing Zach Bond is he's feisty, he's in there, he's quick, he's hungry and he's hitting hard, but I need to see it. That's why I feel like our these preseason games like we need to see it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying go 100% and take the chance on getting hurt, but as far as linebackers are concerned, I definitely think Devin White is in there.
Yeah.
Slay Ringo, you know, even if you move Mitchell out, put what's the not Dijon, but the other dude, Blankenship. You can put
Blankenship.
Blankenship as a nickel, put him in that as a, or even Blankenship and Devin White in as linebackers,
Yep.
possibly do that too.
Yep.
That so hey Robbie, we right now, bro, we just glad to be back on straight up. You know what I'm saying? Football's here, homie. You already know what it is. But yeah, that's just me. I think it's an echo. I don't know why it's an echo, but I believe it's an echo because I think it still has to do something with Macy's headphones. I believe I hear
It
it a
is.
small little bit too. It could be. I don't know. Normally, you're never on headphones.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
It's very, very slight. I don't know. It's on my end. I don't know. Wait,
Can you
hold
hear
on.
still?
Let me cut my headphones down. Then can you hear me?
I can hear. I didn't hear the
Yeah.
echo.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear it with me
So
still?
yeah, yeah.
The
Mhm.
headphones ain't on. I just got them on on my head.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, well, but the echo went away though.
Okay, that's good then. Shit. That's all.
Yeah. All right. But so yeah. So that's my secondary. So what you got as far as secondary?
Man, I agree with the same thing, man. Those guys, they came in and they didn't come in to sit. Hey, just like JD Blunt up there, the expectation, we need a little help. Yeah, we know we need a little help. The secondary needs a lot of help from last year. I think that they came in, they made the necessary, trades, pickups, whatever you want to call it. We addressed the situation that we had, you know what I mean, the shortfall. If you saw it in the draft, man, that's all they were doing, man. I didn't think they were going to do anything else. But his focus was on safeties, and I think it was there to send a message, you know what I mean, to old boy, hey, you don't notice. So I think that they addressed it. We just have to see him in action, full speed with the pass on and going like that. It's good.
Yeah.
There is better now than it was last year. Lots better than it was last
Yeah.
year.
Leaps and bounds better
Yeah,
than it was last year.
tacklers, open field tacklers, you know what I mean, on the linebackers and the safeties, people who can actually hit, you know what I mean, the boys they drafted, old boys from school, even him, what's his name,
Yeah.
Deshaun,
Cooper DeJong.
hey man, DeJong, they're just trying to call it,
Yeah.
he
DeJong.
proofing the tackle and all this stuff too, so we fixed that.
And I mean, JD, our expectations for me right now, you know me, I keep it on the lowest level right now. So right now, my expectation is to win the East.
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
Yeah.
that's it right now. If we win the East, okay, cool, we win the East. Once we win the East, okay. Once we get that solidified, after that, I need home field advantage. If we can get a home field advantage, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because it's not everybody's 0-0. Don't nobody know what we got. But these are my expectations. My expectations is to at least win the NFC East at that point. From there, then we can start building from that point on. But right now, NFC East. And the secondary, look, bro, you telling us something that everyone knew. We knew this last year. Our secondary needs, so we know that. That's why we went out and drafted two corners. We
Yeah,
know that.
we knew that.
So at this point, what y'all need? Okay, because Jordan Love, he did his thing against the Cowboys. He worked them pretty good. But can he sustain that the
Was
whole
who we
season?
thought they were.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you played against them boys. I mean, come on now. Anybody could have done that except for us last year. I mean, we ain't worried about that. But we did beat him last year, so kudos us. But Ross says it's a new season and Bears fans still ain't paid his dues. Oh yeah, your man. Hey, I seen him today too, Rod. I ain't gonna lie. I seen him today. Uh, hey, I told him that when I seen him 2 weeks ago, I said, hey man, but Rod want he want his gift card now. He said, "Oh man, I'm gonna give it to him. I got it." I'm not backing him. All I'm saying is he's a God-fearing man. I don't think he's gonna stand you up. I really don't. The man's he's big he's big into the Lord. So unless he paid his tithes with it, then that's something different.
What they say,
That's
hey,
something
Rod, tell him, man, hey, in God we trust, all others must use cash.
different. All right, so um all right, so now we gotta go. We gotta go to breaking news. We gotta go to breaking news. All right, so for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? We got breaking news all over the area. Um, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts comes up and breaks the record for no interceptions during the preseason practice. How you feel about that? Rod said God ain't got nothing to do with it.
I think Jalen, man, is doing his thing. It's great. But to me, I'm just being realistic, man. That don't mean nothing to them guys coming through and they trying to run through you. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's easy, because they're all professionals, you know what I mean? But it's easier to do something against your own team than when you're doing out something when it really counts. You know what I mean? Them boys trying to come through you and they putting up different schemes of maneuvers and all of this type of stuff. They showing you different type of defenses that you're not expecting based upon how you play. So if he's able to, if that can translate to the regular season, man, it'll be awesome. But I mean, kudos to him. You know, pat him on the back. It's a good job. You know, a record is a record in the preseason, postseason, after season, mid season, whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted to translate to the regular season.
Right, right. I'm with you. I mean, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Yeah,
to him for no passing or no interceptions during preseason. I'm with it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But at the same time, Jalen, look, the these cats are going 60%,
yeah.
so maybe 70%.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And you have a whole lot more time to make the decisions. But when these boys start coming full blast,
yeah,
you had a high interception rate last year, bro.
yeah. You got that red
Like,
shirt.
is that gonna translate? Like that red shirt? Yeah, you got that red shirt on. Like, hey, we need these non-ITs, these non-INTs to go ahead and just switch lanes into the regular day and just keep it pushing. Because if you start going out of whack and these things start mounding up again like they did last year, the chatterbox is gonna start coming. Oh, is he? Because they are already disrespecting you, Jalen. Let's just be honest. They're already disrespecting you. Talking about Jalen Hurts. He's just not that good. He's just like, come on, man. Like y'all said the same thing about Tom Brady when he first came out. And look at the man, one of the best NFL players ever played the game. Like and then I don't know why the media spins this narrative about Sirianni and Jalen. Like it's constant.
Yeah,
But they both say this not. Now, could it be? It's a possibility, but I mean, every quarterback and every coach has disagreements all the time. It's no big deal.
yeah,
It, it's no big deal. But the media is gonna make it out to be something that's totally not. But whatever. So like I said, shout out to Jalen Hurts, man, for breaking the pass attempts record. Shout out to him. I appreciate him. Appreciate everything he does for us. Really do. Excuse me. But other than that, those are the things we had set for the day. What I'm saying? Again, shout out to the 7,000 people out here. And because we're shouting out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this thing, and shout out to my homeboy Terradome, because ever since I was on this, not on his show, but ever since I've been watching the show, what he does, I like what he does, I'm not gonna emulate it, but they say imitation is the best form of flattery. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna start this little shout out thing. I'm gonna start shouting out people. You know what I'm saying? As far as the football world is concerned, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with this Eve. You know what I'm saying? Because we from Philly. It's a Philly podcast. We're gonna talk about it. So shout out, to the whole shout out to Rob for being on. You know what I'm saying? And Rod is one of the people who got me in the game as far as this podcast and stuff. Fellow photographer, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man JD for checking in. You know what I'm saying, on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? For comments that were greatly needed and suggesting everything already done. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people at work. You know what I'm saying? My birthday was coming up on Monday. You know what I'm saying? And they took the boy out to lunch today. I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? Even got a few gifts out to you. So shout out to all the people at work, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the viewers out there. Everyone who supports us on the daily. Shout out to Rocky Mountain Pizza, man. One of the best Eagles bars in all of Atlanta. I'm not gonna hold you back. These boys do their thing. I'm not gonna hold you. So shout out, like I said, shout out to the fans, everyone who makes stuff happen on a weekly. They're back to start doing it again. Okay, so just shout out to them. I really appreciate it. Really, we got the time.
Hey, first shout out, man. I realized that this Eagles on my boy. It was a free arm. Hey, he sent me a house, man. So shout out to him for that. Down here at down in Savannah, man, they got the sports bar on Abercrombie. Uh, Huge Eagles fan. So a lot of love to the Eagles. Everybody. So our grill. Uh,
Okay, okay. But yeah, so this season, this upcoming season, we got some things we're gonna do this season. For those who don't know, we're gonna be doing some giveaways, man. We're gonna be doing a lot of class actions. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of trivia questions. We got oh my bad. Sorry, I didn't see that right. My bad. But yeah, so we got some trivia things and stuff that we're gonna be doing, and we got this thing coming up called Michi's Mania. It's
Yeah.
starting up this year. I'm saying, Michi, you want to tell them a little bit something about it?
Hey, just get ready, baby. Let's get ready. It's go have some fun. We go use our brains. We go laugh. We gonna have fun, gain a little knowledge, and gain some interest in the show, baby. I'm so excited. I'm just ready for it, ready to do what we gonna do, baby. I've been working on this, man.
Yeah,
Tune
yeah,
in.
man. Hey, and
Season 1. Game 1
and who?
against that team that he's talking about down there in Brazil. That's gonna be game 1. That's when we go see it.
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm so with it. Hey, and for those who don't know, hey, this Michi Mania thing. Hey, look here. I don't even know if he's gonna be asking. So there'll be some things I don't know about. So for those out there, you know what I'm saying, if you know a little bit about our Philadelphia Eagles, hey, by all means, chime in. You know what I'm saying? It's, like I said, the giveaways and stuff like that, we're gonna be posting them here in the next couple weeks, probably most like when the season starts. I'll be up in Philly this weekend for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be up there probably picking up some stuff. If not, then I'll somehow, some way we're gonna get some real authentic Eagle stuff from the city of Philly. That way it's homegrown Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be up there. So you know what I'm saying? So like I said, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, all 6,000 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about us, because guess what? The only way we grow is through you all, man. And we really appreciate y'all. All right. So with that being said, Michi, if you don't got anything else, man, we're gonna ride up out of here. What you got?
That's
You got
it.
anything else?
Everything I got, I'm gonna save it for the next one. I'm gonna save it for the next one after the game.
That's
Yeah.
right.
There.
All right. So I'm not. You know, we're not gonna do. We're not gonna do game predictions because we don't know who's
Yeah.
going to be quarterback. We ain't gonna do that. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is I'm ready for the season to get started. I can't wait to hear that Fox intro, that CBS intro, that NFL Network intro. I want all of them, man. I want every single one of them. That's right, because guess what? It's all the way live at that point.
I've
It's
been waiting long.
0-0.
I've been watching football, hockey, badminton, all these pickleball, all these types of shit. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
Oh, and hey, shout out to all the gold medalists and all the silver medalists that we and bronze medalists we have for the Olympics, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing out there and represent, the great old US of A. Represent us in as best you can. All right. So with that being said, man, we up out of here. Hey, peace, God bless. Love y'all. Peace.
Fellow on the beat.